fun to get magazines in the mail, but even these little things tend to add up. So what do we do with magazine clutter? I have a tip I'm going to share in today's video. I know that pretty much all the information that can be found in these magazines can be found online, but I find there's something special and maybe a little bit more inspiring to actually look through magazines, and sometimes your eyes need a break from the screens. And so I do have a few subscriptions to magazines. Cooking Light is one that I have been getting for about a year, and it's got great recipes in it. This Old House I've been getting for many years. I just love it. Lots of inspiring things about how to fix up your house. And then once a year I like to get Fine Home Building's annual awards issue. In case you didn't know this, I actually have a background in architecture and I design houses. It's sort of my dream to eventually offer a series of small home, simple home plans on Hill Cottage. And so I like to have inspiration around me. Now, I can't keep all of these magazines all the time because I just have stacks of them everywhere, right? And so what I've been doing for the past few years is I will go through the magazine, and when I'm done reading it, I will flip through to the pages that I found the most inspiring, like something like this. I like the cottage look of this space, and it also has the brand of the lighting, and so that's something I could check up later. And I'll simply just rip it out of the magazine itself. Then I will put it into a binder with a page protector. Into a binder like this. And as you can see, I've been collecting these for years. I guess you could call this like pre-Pinterest or something. But I basically would just put one of these sheets into a sleeve. There are some things in here that are maybe a bit outdated. And I now have 5 or 6 binders full like this of sheets. And so today I'm going to go through my new stack of magazines, which I've been saving up to do this video, and actually rip through the pages and find the ones that I want to keep, and then go through and declutter my old stash and decide which things aren't my style anymore, which things are outdated that I can get rid of. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is the selection of magazines that I will be sorting through today. I've been collecting them for a few months so that I could show you my declutter process. And I will also be going through the 6 white binders that I have full of images I've saved through the years. I'd like to condense the number of binders down to probably 3 or 4. One of the great things about this system is how customizable it is. You can easily remove images that aren't inspiring you anymore and replace them with ones that are. am happy to report that I now have a whole bunch of plastic sleeves that are empty and binders that are empty. I can use these for something else or donate them. And look at this giant stash of pages that will now be sent to the recycling bin. Here I have my final 3 binders filled with images that I can look at whenever I want to feel inspired. And you might be asking yourself, wouldn't it have been easier and maybe even more minimal if she had just gotten rid of all the magazine clippings? I mean, it's not really a necessity. Short answer is no. And I'll tell you why. When I've been going through this journey with my family on learning what minimalism really is, it doesn't mean throw everything away and don't have things that bring you joy. This particular thing brings me joy because I do enjoy looking through them and getting inspiration. It also helps me with my work of designing houses. And so I feel totally fine keeping 3 binders full of magazine clippings. Now, does everybody need to keep 3 binders of magazine clippings? No. Other people might have different collections. So minimalism doesn't mean you can't have this, you can't have that, certain number of this, certain number of that. It's tailor-made to fit your own lifestyle. And so if you've got a collection of something odd, like paper clips for example, don't let anybody tell you, well, you can't be a minimalist because you have a paperclip collection. If it brings you joy and it's something that you want to keep, I say go for it. And that's what I'm doing during this journey, and I hope that you will too. Don't be discouraged. It's not a number game. It's not a nothing game. It's just deciding what's right for you. And this is what's right for me. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next week. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to this channel or visiting my website, arrowhillcottage.com, for more tips on creating a simple home and living an intentionally simple life.